for Lifetime.
Okay.
Okay, so Chippewa Falls, that's where I didn't. So it's down, oh, it's on the way to Mass, it's on the way to Mass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
There
I,
you go.
that's where I've seen the sign. This year, the big
Okay.
farm, yeah, that's turned into a bank.
35,000.
Oh, that was it? Maryville. Town in Wisconsin.
Thank you.
So you're on time or you're off?
Preferential to.
Appreciate more.
Early or
Right.
early?
And 10.
Can we move it? Move it down to. How far down? Maggie's not here yet, she's the first time on the agenda, but how do we get back to?
I think we can, right before you do approve the consent agenda, I think Steve's got one he wants to take off, just say, we can drop her in when she arrives,
Okay.
as long as everybody's agreeable to
Just,
that.
just mention that.
I mean, yeah, this is not giantly long. I mean, it's a long agenda tip, but I'm not gonna be here all night unless Maggie's going forever.
Oh, I,
It's not like
I
when the city
locked out.
attorney addresses the council, when you're here for an hour.
during pay negotiations.
Yeah.
We're waiting a couple of minutes for our guest speaker to come upstairs. We're gonna start a couple of minutes late.
Carrie, like to sing a little tune to us?
No, nobody needs to hear that.
You sure?
Yeah, we don't want to hurt their ears.
Karaoke.
My apologies.
Oh,
No worries.
Okay.
Am I up?
Not yet.
Okay.
This is city, Hiawatha City Council meeting for October 1st, 2025. Call the meeting to order at 5:32. Everybody please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, everyone. Roll call, please.
Jill Weigel,
Here.
Bill Bennett,
Here.
Rob Archibald, Jeff Cater,
Here.
Ben Fidler.
Here.
Okay, number 4, we need a motion to strike item 13 from the agenda. So we need a motion to approve striking.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. All right, need a motion to approve the amended agenda.
Make the motion.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. Approval of the consent agenda. Need a motion to approve.
So.
Your first.
Second.
Second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Number 6, citizens input. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to come up and speak on something that is not on the agenda? Anybody on the phone?
No.
Okay. All right, hearing none. Number 7, report from council members and city manager.
We had a couple of really nice ribbon cuttings today for the sign out at Throw Creek Park, as well as the pickleball courts at Guthridge Park. And yeah, nice to see those projects finally being done.
Yeah, they're well used, so get a lot of compliments on both features. So. Anybody else have anything? All right. Number 8, presentation by Maggie Berger with Spear Financial, or FY25 TIF report.
Thank you very much. Sorry I didn't get these passed out, but I'll have you take one of the paper clips and pass them down if you would, please. There. I'm Maggie Berger with Spear Financial. It is that time of the year to do our TIF and TED report. So I have provided for you this evening the outstanding on the first couple 3 pages. We've kind of toned down the red to a little bit lighter red. We've got general obligation debt. So this is the type of debt that you typically issue. We'll go through your revenue debt as well, but general obligation debt is what you're typically issuing for your capital improvements projects. And remember, your general obligation debt can be paid with about any source of revenue, including the debt service levy. You have a couple that will drop off, or one that'll drop off next year. This goes on for a couple 3 pages, and on page 3, we've got your new 2025 debt. You can see that does have one of the higher interest rates these last 3 years, 23, 24, 25. These are the higher interest rates that we've seen, and that's really just because the market has higher interest rates at this time. We've got call features in there. That's where we've underlined a principal amount. That's mean that at that point in time, the bonds could be refunded if the interest rates are lower. They could just continue to be paid as is, or you could go ahead and pay them off or pay them down at that time or any time after that. So even if we got a year after that point and interest rates dropped, that would be the time you'd be able to do that. We've taken advantage of that with some cash resources that you've had recently. You've taken advantage and paid off some of your debt with those cash resources because we had hit the call feature on some of that debt outstanding. The very last page of that kind of red section talks about the general obligation principal and interest. It also then talks about the yellow column shows how many dollars in TIF revenue you are bringing in to help buy down this debt service. And then the very far right column there where we've drawn the arrow to fiscal year 27, that is what the amount is approximately that you're going to levy for in the debt service levy for this existing debt. Now, we know that sometimes going into your budget process, you come out and you may end up levying for more than that because that is maybe a planning mechanism as you enter into additional debt, if that's something that you're going to be doing as we get into early 2026. We then also do have sort of an orange colored page. This is your revenue debt. The majority of the revenue debt outstanding is water revenue. We've got 2020 and 2024 SRF loans. Those are issued by your water department. Those are state revolving fund loans, and they have to be paid with the revenues of the system, and that's why they don't count against the city's debt capacity, because they are based wholly on revenues. We get there to the middle of the page, and we've got your 2023B. That's your local option sales tax. So I believe you built a fire station with local option sales tax, and we did this outside of the general obligation. This was a way to issue this debt and not have to go to a referendum if we tied it directly to with the local option sales tax repayment. Oddly, local option sales tax debt does count against your debt capacity. There's a court case finding on that. So we do have that outstanding. And then most recently in 2024, the city did some sewer revenue capital loan notes as well. And that does not count against debt capacity. It also has to be paid with those revenues of the sewer system. The biggest takeaway on the second page of this orange section is that you don't have any property taxes being levied to pay any of these debts that we've talked about. You honestly cannot have any property taxes levied, so I think that's an important piece to this report to show that these types of debts have to be paid with the revenue source that was identified. The city has some outstanding rebate agreements. That is on the purple pages of this report. This goes on for multiple pages. I will note that you have some that will drop off in the next year. We'll probably shrink down this page, the number of pages on these rebates, because you do have a few that are dropping off next year as well as the following year. Just a rebate for a refresher is you've entered into an agreement with a developer. The developer has said, I am going to build this new item. It is going to pay new taxes. It's gonna have a new taxable valuation, and you have said it sits in our TIF district, and we're gonna rebate back a portion of those taxes up to a certain dollar amount and for a certain number of years, based on that rebate. So you do all of your rebates, what we call annual appropriations. So talking a little bit back about that debt capacity, by annually appropriating all of your rebates, you are saying that you will only have to count the amount annually of those rebate payments against your debt capacity instead of the aggregate amount. So on the very back page, you have, for example, 2026, it's $1,274,800 of annual appropriation rebate agreements. But altogether, you have $6,130,000. We don't want to count the $6 million. We wanted to count just the $1.2 million every year. So that's why you write that structure, and that's why you take action usually at one of your council meetings to say that you're going to annually appropriate those rebates. Our yellow section, this is can be sort of a repeat of the red section. This has to do with any general obligation debt that the city has, and they're going to pay some, all, a portion of it with TIF revenues. So this is the section that outlines the amount of that original debt that you are going to pay with TIF revenues. Typically, it doesn't change. I look at cities sometimes. There can be reasons that that changes, but a lot of times she's telling us right up front the items that are going to be done with TIF revenues because they're for economic development. They sit in a TIF district. Maybe there's something related to an economic development project going on. So we outline again on a couple of pages. We also bring in that purple column from the TIF rebates, and that gives us that far right column where we've drawn the arrow saying this is the amount you must certify to the TIF district coming up in fiscal year 27. I remind you that has to happen before December 1st. So before you even get started with your budget, you have to make that determination with the county. So we go to our green pages, and this talks about debt capacity. So we've had a few conversations here about debt capacity. I'm going to have you look at column number 2. Column number 1 is just for historical purposes. In column number 2, you are over the $1 billion mark for actual or 100% valuation. That occurred in the prior fiscal year with the increase in valuation. That we saw a pretty large increase kind of statewide. Going straight down that column number 2, that $1 billion of valuation has a debt capacity of 5% of that. That's a statewide capacity number. So that's $52,034,000. You have general obligation bonds outstanding of $20,600,000. You have TIF rebates of $1,274,000 that we just talked about. And then we've got the local option sales tax revenue bonds outstanding as well. Those have to be counted against a $4,360,000. You're going to pay GO debt back of $3,030,000. You're going to pay local option sales tax debt back, principal, you have to count principal of $395,000. So that leaves you with debt capacity remaining of $29,224,000, or about 56%. That's a very healthy number for the amount of issuance that Hiawatha has done through the years. It's a very healthy number. We tell most of our cities that you don't probably want to issue over a certain amount of that debt capacity. In this case, we've had many conversations with the city that they probably want to leave about 15% of that capacity so that you just know that you have some cushion there. In case something comes up, you have the ability to go issue some debt. If we take that 15% off, you are still left with about $21,419,000. So that number has grown exponentially through the years. Part of that has been some of your smaller bond issues. We've done some smaller issuances. I know in the past, as you were, you've continued to grow, but as you were building that growth, you were issuing a little bit more in debt, and now we're not issuing as much in debt on an annual basis. So that is a 3% growth rate. I have to say this. That's a pretty large growth rate from last year to this year. We have not seen that in most of the cities that we work with. We're seeing very flat, 1% or less type growth. Now, that has, again, to do with the fact that the state came in and revalued everything a year ago and you know, so, but I think yours wholly is based upon actual growth, like new developments coming into your community. That's leading what you're getting at a 3.6% growth rate there, so. And then the last pages of our report, again, looking at column number 2 and reading straight down, we've got commercial value. This is our TIF district itself. So from the original TIF area, this is how much growth has occurred. We've got about $320 million of growth in the commercial area, about $40 million of growth in industrial in our TIF district. And then the largest piece being the residential areas, about $292 million in growth. That's again from inception of those TIF districts, from when they started and what has grown to date. That's about $463,000 of growth. We take that at the TIF tax rate of $30.39, and that gives you about $14,096,000 you could collect on an annual basis from those dollars. You are collecting approximately $941,000 for your general obligation debt service that you're paying with TIF, and about $1,274,000 for those rebates. That is unclaimed TIF of about $11 million. I'm not telling you to go claim that, because if you do, you will severely hurt your general fund. You will hurt the general fund of the school, the county as well. But I think it's important to note that you're not using all of the TIF, and that this number has grown exponentially as well. There was a time when this number was probably about $6 million of leftover, which was still a really healthy number at the time. But as the city has grown in valuation, you just have not tracked as much through what you're asking for in TIF as well. So that's always something to see. In our opinion, you are utilizing TIF exactly the way that the law has wanted you to utilize TIF. We call you our poster child for rebate agreements. You do a fine job with your rebate agreements. You keep them short. Usually they're not 100%. And so we think that, in our opinion, a rebate agreement is the best way that you can incentivize a developer, because they have to perform, build something, and pay the new taxes on it before you have to perform by giving them that rebate back. And that's definitely what we want to see. So, questions that you have for me?
No. Thank you very much, Maggie. It's
Yeah.
always good news. Great to always have you here to explain everything to us and also our constituents. So.
All right. Well, thank you all very much. I appreciate being let in.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Number 9, National Community Planning Month Proclamation. Whereas change is constant and affects all cities, towns, suburbs, counties, boroughs, townships, rural areas, and other places. And whereas community planning and plans can help manage this change in a way that provides better choices for how people work and live. And whereas community planning provides an opportunity for all residents to be meaningfully involved in making choices that determine the future of their community. And whereas the full benefits of planning requires public officials and citizens who understand, support, and demand excellence in planning and plan implementation. And whereas the month of October is designated as National Community Planning Month throughout the United States of America and its territories. And whereas American Planning Association endorses National Community Planning Month as an opportunity to highlight how planning is essential to recovery and how planners can lead communities to equitable, resilient, and long-lasting recovery. And whereas the celebration of National Community Planning Month gives us the opportunity to publicly recognize the participation and dedication of the members of planning commissions and other citizen planners who have contributed their time and expertise to the improvement of the city of Hiawatha. And whereas We recognize the many valuable contributions made by professional, community, and regional planners of the city of Hiawatha and extend our heartfelt thanks for the continued commitment to public service by these professionals. Now therefore be it resolved, the month of October 2025 is hereby designated as Community Planning Month in the city of Hiawatha in conjunction with the celebration of the National Community Planning Month, dated this first day of October 2025. Number 10, public hearing to consider approval for rezoning from C4 to A for portion of property located at 3109 Edgewood Road, plat of survey 100984. We'll open the public hearing at 5:50. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak in favor of the item? Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak in opposition of the item? Have we received anything in the clerk's office?
No, we have not.
We'll close the public hearing at 5:51. A, consider first reading. Need a motion to approving the first reading.
So
Second.
Roll call, please.
Bill Bennett.
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Joe Weigel.
B, consider waiving second and third readings. Need a motion waiving the second and third reading.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? C, adoption. Need a motion to adopt. Need a first and a second.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Joe Weigel.
Aye.
Bill Bennett.
Number 11, Dawes Climber Fire Water Main Improvements Project. A, consider resolution approving change order number 2.
So
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Joe Weigel.
Aye.
Bill Bennett.
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
B, consider resolution approving final pay estimate number 6, final retainage and accepting improvements for the Dawes Climber Fire Water Main Improvements Project. Need a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion. Second.
Discussion?
Keep moving.
Roll call, please.
Joe Weigel.
Aye.
Bill Bennett.
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Number 12, consider resolution approving final pay estimate number 5, final retainage and accepting improvements for the Guthridge Park Pickleball Courts Phase 2 project. Need a motion to approve?
So second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Bill Bennett.
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Joe Weigel.
Aye.
Number 13, consider resolution, I'm sorry.
13.
Strike 13. 14, consider resolution approving change order number 3 for the Edgewood Road Extension, Tex Boulevard to Emmons Street project. Need a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Joe Weigel.
Aye.
Bill Bennett.
Aye.
Number 15, consider resolution approving change order number 2 for the North Center Point Road Force Main project. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett,
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Number 16, Ravine Restoration Project. A, consider resolution approving change order number 2. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
B, consider resolution approving pay estimate number 2. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Bill Bennett.
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel.
Aye.
C, consider resolution approving final pay estimate number 3, final retainage and accepting improvements. Need a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett.
Number 17, consider resolution approving a professional services agreement with Shive Hattery for Emmons Street Trail Bridge project. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett,
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Number 18, consider resolution authorizing the installation of temporary streetlights on Edgewood Road. Need a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Number 19, consider resolution approving issuance of an at-your-own-risk building permit to start construction on an addition to the commercial structure at 111 Miller Road for Burrish Construction Company. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? I think it's always good that you're expanding, so. Roll call, please.
Bill Bennett.
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel.
Number 20, consider resolution authorizing certification to the county treasurer office for collection of delinquent account of nuisance abatement and disposal services performed by the city of Hiawatha for 400 North Center Point Road. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett.
Number 21, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, October 15, 2025 at 5:30 PM to consider adopting the 2025 statewide urban design and specification, SUDAS. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett,
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Number 22, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, October 15, 2025 at 5:30 PM on the status of funded activities for the Hiawatha Tree Replanting Project. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Number 23, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, October 15, 2025 at 5:30 PM to consider amending Hiawatha Code of Ordinances, Chapter 155 Building Code. Need a motion to approve?
Make motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Bill Bennett,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel.
Aye.
Number 24, Consider resolution setting a public hearing date, October 15, 2025 at 5:30 PM. To consider amending Hiawatha Code of Ordinances, Chapter 156 Plumbing Code. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett.
Number 25, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, October 15, 2025 at 5:30 PM to consider amending Hiawatha Code of Ordinances, Chapter 157 Electrical Code. Need a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett,
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Number 26, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, October 15, 2025 at 5:30 PM to consider amending Hiawatha Code of Ordinances, Chapter 158 Mechanical Code. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Number 27, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, October 15, 2025 at 5:30 PM to consider amending Hiawatha Code of Ordinances, Chapter 160 Fire Code. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Bill Bennett.
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel.
Aye.
Number 28, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, October 15, 2025 at 5:30 PM to consider amending Hiawatha Code of Ordinances, Chapter 163 Housing Code. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett.
Number 29, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, October 15, 2025 at 5:30 PM to consider amending Hiawatha Code of Ordinances, Chapter 164 Property Maintenance Code. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Bill Bennett,
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Number 30, placement items for next agenda or a work session. Does anybody have anything? I know we have a work session.
Just a
coming up.
reminder, we are gonna have a work session on the 13th. We've got about 4 items on the agenda right now.
Okay.
If you have any additional items that you'd like to discuss, just make sure you're right now.
Anybody else? Number 31, adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn, Bill?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned at 6:02. Thank you, everybody.
Can we just have all that stuff, pseudo stuff in the consent agenda? So we don't.
I don't.
It's painful.
It is painful.
Because it's the same stuff. It happens every year. It's the same